You know what this week is? It might be the biggest week in MLS history. It might be something that we all whisper about. And Tuesday, 8 p.m., Red Bulls hosting Chivas Guadalajara at 8.
That place rocks when it has a crowd in it. It is awesome.
When I first came to Red Bull 4 years ago now, the team was mostly older players. And the starting 11 was old, and the backups were even older.
From 2015, when Jesse showed up, we lost a couple of really big names, sort of the names that most people around the league would identify with. And all of a sudden, without household names, you're thinking, okay, well, they don't have anyone, they're not going to be competitive.
But then, we, in the process of changing the emphasis and also aligning ourselves with our clubs in Europe, we knew that we wanted to go younger. And in there, we also knew we had a really good academy. And you could see that now that some of that talent was starting to grow up.
Kaku takes it into the back post. There's the goal. Ben Mines, 17. Welcome to Major League Soccer.
His curling shot is in. Sean Davis, money from distance.
That one is in. It is Newell who will get his first.
His service takes a bounce. Tyler Adams on it, drills it down.
They played like killers for the entire 28. I mean, it's only 2 months, but still, they played like killers.
They're a better team than they were last year. They're more dangerous than they were last year.
I think under Jesse Marsch's reign, since he came into the picture, he's basically rephrased what it means to be a young player. We've always had talented young teams, but those guys never really got opportunities from a really young age.
If you look at our roster breakdown, it's going to be heavier towards the younger players. And when you look at the last 10 months and you've seen some of the experiences that this team has been able to go through, it's those sort of experiences that are allowing the younger players to really be the sort of difference makers that this organization needs them to be.
New York Red Bulls, I think that they might have felt like they left some performances on the table down in Chivas and down in Estadio Akron, but at the end of the day, it was still only a 1-0 result. And if you were to say that to Jesse Marsch at the beginning of this tournament, if you were going to go down in the semifinals to Mexico and get a 1-0 result and have a chance to host the second leg and with a chance to go to the final, I think he's signing up for that.
Jesse Marsch said down 1 ultimately is a good result for us.
I told them that since I've been here at Red Bull, with the style of play we have and the way that we go after the game, that I've been hungry to play a Mexican team.
We're underway from Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey. There's only one instance in which this can end in penalties. It would be New York winning 1-0. If Guadalajara does score, the away goal would mean New York needs a 2-goal victory to overcome that away goal advantage.
And I said to them in the same token, be careful what you wish for.
Right, Phillips after it now. Kota knocked it away. Follow-up, Parker, it's wide.
Because these teams are very good, and I've been part of these games with the national team, as a player, and now as a coach, and they're always more difficult than you can even imagine.
It's going to be a physical, raucous 82 minutes.
They're just gritty games. They're the games that you want to play in the big games.
Adams making his run now. Adams playing it to Royer. This is excellent from New York. Excellent move at the end of the byline. Adams off of Kota now for a corner. Header! Saved! Kota knocked it over the bar. On New York on the front foot.
There wasn't a single one of us that thought we were overmatched.
Couldn't ask for a better pace. I mean, coming out of the gates, we were concerned as to whether or not it was going to be Chivas on top of the ball, Red Bulls, but New York has done a terrific job so far.
And Guadalajara still has their advantage at halftime. So far, mission accomplished.
Going into that matchup, we felt we have the identity and the tactics to overwhelm them and to get past them.
It's almost a bit worrisome that Red Bulls came out and had that many opportunities and didn't get a goal, because now it's Chivas who absorbed that first blow. New York came out with their best few punches, and Chivas were able to absorb them.
You can throw the records out the window. You can throw our great start, you could throw their bad season out the window, because in big matches, you're going to get the absolute best from both sides.
Played through by Polito. The flag is up, it won't count. It was off frame anyways from Edwin Hernandez. Pizarro slips through. Polito slide in by Long. Chance to serve. Hernandez Guadalajara looking as dangerous as they have all night.
Not only is the league growing and developing at a pretty quick pace, but the gap between Mexico, Liga MX, and MLS is shrinking.
How much stoppage will there be? Fourth official has 3 minutes queued up.
And this is a good thing, not only for MLS, but I think for CONCACAF.
All sprinting ahead. Lawrence keeping it still.
Because for so long, it's just been about Mexican teams and those teams advancing to the next part of the competition. And yet all of a sudden, there's real competition there.
Lawrence serving, header, save, Colta! Long, a diving header stopped.
And if we continue to be successful, we're going to push them to be even more competitive, which I think in the end, everyone wins.
And now the kitchen sink for New York. Is there any time left for New York? No, it's full time, and Guadalajara's through to the final.
It's a bitter pill to swallow right now, and we had our hopes very high that we could push it over the hump and really make a run at this all the way to the end. And it hurts to fall short, but we'll use it the right way.
Because we're still in the moment, we're still in the experience. We can't sit back and look at what we've accomplished because we still have greater ambitions to accomplish more.
And New York, in the most crushing way possible, fall to a Guadalajara side that see their first leg goal from Brizuela carry through.
This team didn't give anything away, and they went after it, right? So as disappointing as it is to be right on the doorstep of a big moment for the club, I'm so optimistic with this group.
Internally, we have a great locker room. We have a great coaching staff. We have a great organization. Everyone that's involved in this team, you can see there's real enthusiasm to be a part of this. And I think that's also what helps propel this group forward, is that there is this genuine idea that we can accomplish greater things and that we are striving for greatness.
We just want to continue to go prove out there that we're one of the best teams in MLS, and we're going to continue to do so.
Yeah, we have a young group now that, again, if you go to the Open Cup, MLS playoffs, CONCACAF Champions League, now we have a group that's been through tough moments together, that understands what big games are about and are ready to perform and ready to stick together.
Guadalajara's through to the final. It's Toronto or Club America next. For Tyler Terrence, our entire team in New Jersey, Mike Watts saying goodnight.